we have so many homes, y'all. Like, we just have so much real estate. Like, imagine that, being homeless and having homes. He actually just bought me a new one. So I said to say about my Bentley, I said to say because I'm in my baby's truck, which I love, which I'm sure he's tired of me driving. He has his own Bentley. He doesn't have to mess up mine. He has a Cullinan too, so I don't even know who that person. That's what I'm saying. Y'all listening to the wrong people. We got like 10 cars. Relax.
I'm outside too. Like, let's stop pretending like you is the last of the Mohicans. You are not. You know what I'm saying? This is not like, oh, I'm addicted to the white meat. Like, it was fine for what I had, but okay. It ain't giving that. And the truth is, I put too much on it because we were married, and I take my vows serious, and I thought that you did too. And so the truth is, I was waiting for you to come around like a wife, because all I know how to be is a wife. I was married to Vince, and that didn't work out, and I got with D, and we were getting married, and I got with you, and we got married, and I married you after you ate somebody, whole booty. So let's not talk about WAP and what happened before then, okay? Don't make it seem like I'm a bad person. Don't make it seem like I didn't put up with a lot. Don't make it seem like, oh, I've been so gracious to her, and, I have been giving grace, and she's a da-da-ba-da-ba-da-ta-da-wop-wop. No, baby. Don't do that. We have given grace to each other.
Tamar Braxton is at it again, this time with a new man, and as usual, nobody, not even her sisters, is happy about it. Tamar recently revealed how ashamed she was of her past marriage to JR after he repeatedly embarrassed her and spent her money on a 25-year-old Instagram model. The drama surrounding that relationship was so toxic that even her sisters were concerned about Tamar's mental state, especially after she invested so much time and money trying to salvage a relationship that ultimately left her dumped and heartbroken. But it seems like Tamar hasn't learned from her past, and people are now pointing out the red flags about her new man that she's choosing to ignore. While Tamar and her sisters might not have the strongest relationship right now, it's clear they are genuinely worried about her, especially considering her track record with men. Tamar has often been portrayed as a theatrical, mentally unstable woman who desperately tries to buy affection. Her history with men is complicated, to say the least. When she was still involved with her ex, David Adefeso, Tamar went through a dark period in her life, even attempting self-harm. She accused David of abuse during their 2-year relationship, but he quickly fired back with a statement defending himself and even filed a restraining order against her. David claimed Tamar had physically assaulted him while he was driving and implied that she wasn't mentally well. He stated, "After a 2-year relationship with Tamar, I want her to have mental and emotional stability. This is essential for her own well-being, self-fulfillment, and direction in life. It's also the foundation of any healthy, loving relationship, but it takes the commitment of both partners to achieve this goal." David added, "When Tamar and I were together, I worked very hard and spent a great deal of time and money to help her grow. I still care about her deeply and hope she can get there, but it must be without me. Words and deeds matter, and Tamar's behavior has not only been unacceptable, but also damaging to herself and those around her, particularly me and my reputation." Despite all this, Tamar found herself in yet another unhealthy, toxic relationship with JR. He seemed to know exactly how badly Tamar wanted the relationship to work, and how much she wanted to prove to everyone that she could finally get it right after 2 failed marriages and a string of unsuccessful relationships. Unfortunately, JR took full advantage of that and played her. Now, I'm not saying Tamar is all innocent in this situation. She has a tendency to be loud and sometimes problematic about things. Let's not forget how she spent years laughing at her sister Tawanda for marrying a white man, only to turn around and get herself a white king. Tamar and JR got engaged in March 2023, but by October, they were separated. Then in December, they announced they were engaged again, and that's when JR really started breaking her down emotionally.
Everybody tell you more than once that they don't want you. I don't know why Tamar has let it get to this point. Usually narcissists are going to try to change the narrative before anybody else. They are going to want to call somebody and tell them what happened before anybody else gets to, because they want to keep themselves in a specific light. And yes, I don't want to give Tamar too much, because I do feel like Colonel Sanders is manipulative as hell and he's gaslighting us, and I understand what that feels like. So I don't want to give too much. And I also don't like how he tried to weaponize her mental health as a reason why he's slinging his dick up and down the South. Like, let's be real. Like, first of all, them being married, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know why she married him, and that's none of our business. At the end of the day, that's the decision that they chose to make as adults. But the gaslighting is crazy.
He got with her op Tommy Lee of all people, and when Tamar tried to come for Tommy, she quickly had to hide her face after Tommy revealed that Junior ate her groceries multiple times, if you know what I mean.
All I said was, he had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That ate my ass. And I sent him.
Tommy also sent some videos of her and Junior at a basketball game, and just so we're clear, Junior definitely allowed himself to be seen with Tommy like that because he wanted to taunt and intimidate Tamar, but Tamar still went ahead and married him anyway, only to get divorced after 61 days. 61 days. How on earth did she manage to beat Kim K of all people? And Tamar kept the divorce a secret until she had to drag us back into the group chat when she revealed that Junior was out once again playing in her face with a 25-year-old. And that was when Junior revealed that he and Tamar had been separated for a while and he didn't owe her a thing.
Months. We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm gonna date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing is...
JR also released a statement saying that he had to break up with Tamar just to have some positive energy in his life. Yikes. And Tamar had to come out once again to defend herself so that she wouldn't be looking like a crazy person.
Hey everybody, I know I said that I will not be speaking out anymore, but people be waiting for you to speak out so they can figure out what the hell they're going to say and how they're going to look, because everybody knows that that's what that person cares about. And I just want to be very clear on that. Nobody stopped the relationship with me. I stopped the relationship with them. I blocked that person. I blocked that person on social media. And I only called that person to find out about my credit card being used. Now everybody knows that let's not play stupid, okay? I don't go to bookings.com. I don't even really kind of know, what that is or what's that about, right? I use my physical card. If I do reservations, it's through, I have a touring company, so we have our own travel agency, and so I'll go through that, or I'll go through my American Express, right, where I physically use my card. So we're not going to pretend that, so I'm not going to pretend like, they got our credit cards mixed up, because I thought you were single 6 months ago. We weren't. So which one we doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just here's the thing for me about guys, when things come out about men, they always say, oh, the woman is delusional. Oh, we wasn't together. Oh, I wasn't leading nobody on. And, oh, they did the things on their own. Come on. How many times have we heard that story? And so I don't even know why we're trying to perpetuate that storyline.
A lot of people feel like Junior came into her life looking for fame, and as soon as he got that, he was straight out the door and back into the streets. Tamar was out here looking like a Ford, trying to please this man and keep him when he couldn't care less.
My man back, y'all. And I know y'all lying. If y'all thought I was gonna let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game while we was broke up. No, man. That was not my man. He don't owe me no loyalty when we broke up. I could have went out with his homeboy. What's up? It's all fair game when you broke up. Don't get it up. It's a good man, Savannah.
Tamar has opened her heart many times only for the men to say no thank you and shut the door right in her face. And her sisters are afraid that even with this new man that things won't be any different. Take more.
Tamar, you just, you had me thinking I was crazy too. I see, you know what? It felt like a surviving Tamar moment. They always talk about how, women is being mentally abused and physically abused. Men get mentally and physically abused too. Cause she just socked me in my jaw before. You feel me? And I'm sure Jeremy got before and got their head cracked. Okay? And them gas station pills, huh? Yeah. You gotta do something to stay afloat, huh? Yeah, I already know. But I ain't even gonna talk about the part where she called my federal PO when I was on federal probation. I wasn't even home 18 months. I'm on papers. They called my PO. She didn't thought I just stole $1 million worth of jewelry. I ain't even take her jewelry. I flew out from Atlanta one morning. Vince flew in the same morning. Vince didn't got jewelry.
And let's be very, very clear. Tamar has never had any trouble getting a man to fall in love with her or put a ring on it, but getting them to do the long haul and stay with her is a whole other story. All the Brand sisters are going through similar things and haven't been in truly healthy relationships, but from where we're sitting, it looks like Tamar is going through it the most. Now, we don't know a whole lot about this mystery man, except for the fact that he is rich, as Tamar says. And even though it seems she's trying to be happy with this new guy and is also trying to keep this relationship private, Tamar has never really done any work to heal from the trauma and make better choices when it comes to men. When she was still with JR back in September 2023, Tamar's car got robbed and she admitted to feeling very unsafe and unprotected. Now, what kind of boyfriend or fiance was Junior? And her sisters are worried that Tamar would repeat exactly the same thing with this new boyfriend. Tamar has said that she don't need to buy a man's affection, but she has shown time and time again that she can be a bit desperate for someone to love her, and it's certain that she's going to bend over backwards to please him, just like she's done in her other relationships, and still has had to deal with the chaos that she didn't need in her life. And if it don't work out, both the man and Tamar will drag us back into the group chat just to air out their dirty laundry, and folks think that her sisters are right to tell Tamar not to be moving on so fast. I've always said Tamar is deeply troubled, don't know what trauma she's dealing with, but I hope she figures it out soon, end quote. Also, quote, Tamar, please, for the love of God, delete all social media and focus on true healing from within, end quote. And another quote, Tamar should just stay single and heal and enjoy herself. Tamar is often extra draining and negative. Nobody wants all that LOL, end quote. But do you guys think Tamar should really back away from the relationship scene? Or should she just enjoy her life with her new boo sound off in the comments? Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Patties.